We're gonna have to fight.
This has
Thank you
been
so much.
an idea that's been in your head for decades. So
Yes.
how does it feel that it's actually finally here? We're here. It's there behind you. Like it's
literally
coming out. Yeah.
I know. I'm looking at the sign. No, it's amazing. It's been quite a labor of love, I guess you'd say. But also, it's rare that you get this opportunity. You know how most directors, you have to develop material, and what are we going to do next, and read some scripts or whatever. I've never really worked that way, so it's funny for me to say that. But it's cool to have. I have amazing partners at Netflix, and when I finished Army, they were like, "What do you want to do now?" And I said, "Well, maybe an Army sequel, or if I might, there's this thing I've been wanting to do. It's a sci-fi, might be a trilogy, might be more." And they surprisingly were very keen and enthusiastic.
Yeah.
So I think that the incredible, opportunity to make it was cool, but it was also daunting at the same time. And so I feel this sense of relief, but also this sort of sense that I'm standing on the brink of what could be a lot of work as well.
Yeah,
So it's good, but it's exciting. It's all Uptown Problems.
Yeah, but in a weird way, does it feel like it's arriving at the right time? Like you needed all of those things you learned from building all these other stuff to
100%, 100%. Like we're really, my team of people I work with normally, they're very world build savvy.
Yeah.
They know how to put something together, and I have all these amazing illustrators I work with just on a daily basis anyway. So yeah, they've all gotten to stretch and really sort of flex their muscles. So yeah, it's worked out perfectly. Everyone's trained up and ready to do it. So it's good.
Yeah, I think that was one thing I was going to bring up, because obviously you built this whole world, you have all the details, but there's only so much you can fit into a film. So I felt like the costumes themselves showed a lot as well. And you've worked with Stephanie on several films, so does it help that you have those people? That she knew what you were going for?
100%. You rely, because we did so much world building, everything has to reflect like a greater story. And I think that Stephanie, of course, was able to, like, if you just look at the Mother World armor and like the pre-King armor and the post-King armor and the flashback armor and costumes are different from the sort of modern day, whatever you want to call modern, present. Yeah. So there's and all these subtleties and the symbolisms, like, even just in the actual armor itself, if you really look, especially in the pre-modern era, sorry, it's crazy, but anyway, there's all these symbols on all the armor and stuff that really sort of tell the story of the Mother World's dominion over space. And so yeah, it's been an incredible opportunity, really, in a lot of ways, because we have painted in all the corners and kind of, well, there's more to paint in, but we've done a lot of work. And so it's incredible to be able to, through design, whether it be spaceships or planets or whatever you are, just start to tell a bit of a broader story, because we know that that all that symbolism is backed up by actual story that exists outside of what you see. So it's really cool how sort of vast the world could be.
Yeah, and obviously, as we know, this is part one of the part two, or potentially or more. So was it tricky to work out where to
Some would
cut
somewhere.
it? Well, I mean, two's coming. Two's coming.
Two's
It's all
coming.
done.
Two is on the way.
Was it tricky to work out where exactly worked best as kind of the cut-off point for this one to go into the next one?
It wasn't, because I'd written a 200-page script, and we knew basically what we did was at the end of movie one, there's like a big kind of, and that action set piece had always been there. We just kind of scaled it a bit when we decided to break the movies in half, and so you had something that felt like a slightly satisfying ending to movie one. But movie two is really a war movie, If movie one is gathering the team, movie two is like a war film. So they were really kind of fun for me, because both of them have different challenges. Both movies are their DNA is slightly different. So it's exciting to do. It's not just like you can imagine that if you were like, oh, we're gonna make a big long movie and break it in half, you might feel like it's the same tone, just with a sort of a break.
Yeah.
But they're really the DNA is very different.
Yeah. great. Just finally, I know obviously we're talking Rebel Moon, but also I liked Army of the Dead on Netflix, and I want to see more of it.
Yeah.
Can you tell a little bit about, is it kind of Rebel Moon 2 comes out and then you're onto that?
That's
or
my hope is to get to a point where we could kind of go back and forth between the two if that was in the stars. That would be cool.